Okay, hi everybody, welcome. We're going to have a few speakers who will sort of go through the closures and what motorists can expect. And then we're going to have a couple of speakers for Spanish translation, and then we'll open it up for questions. We're going to start with, this is John Yang. He is our Deputy District Director for Construction.
Thank you, Allison. Hello, everyone. My name is John Yang. I'm the Deputy Director for Caltrans District 7 here in Los Angeles and Ventura County. We're here to talk about the upcoming major closure between the happening this weekend on Interstate 110, between Interstate 10 and Exposition Boulevard, which is near downtown Los Angeles and the USC. Although these closures will mostly be contained to the overnight closure hours when there are fewer people on the road, this area of Los Angeles sees a lot of traffic, regardless of the time of the day. We want to make sure anyone who plans to travel to or through this area is aware of these closures and detour, and to avoid driving if at all possible. The reason we're closing the 110 is because we can demolish a pedestrian overcrossing at 21st Street. This bridge has been out of use for a couple of decades, and it needs to come down. It poses a safety risk. As you can see from the images on the screen behind me, the bridge was severely damaged when a crane hit it in 2020. After this damage, the bridge was marked for demolition. Unfortunately, there is no way other than lane closures to take down this bridge, so let me go over the detail of these closures. The work will begin Friday night, January 26th, to remove the portion over Adam Boulevard. Ramp closure will begin as early as 7 p.m. on Friday night. By 11 p.m., our crew will start closing the freeway lanes in the southbound direction only. They will remain closed until 7 a.m. Saturday, January 27th. One lane will still be available to the traveling public to allow motorists to travel south. Motorists will still be able to access the express lane, which begins south of this location. Northbound Interstate 110 will remain closed from Friday night to Saturday morning. Saturday night is when you should expect the most significant traffic impacts. This is when we will be fully closing all southbound lanes between the Interstate 10 and Exposition Boulevard, as well as all northbound lanes between Washington and Adam Boulevard. This means that anyone that traveling on the Interstate 110 in this area will be diverted off the roadway and onto local roads, where we will have detour signs posted. This full closure on Saturday will also start at 11 p.m., but we expect them to go until 8 a.m. Sunday. Motorists would exit the express lane prior to their terminus. We encourage everyone coming to downtown LA this weekend to use public transit, plan ahead for delays, and use alternate routes, or simply just avoid the area. As with any construction project, please remember that schedules are subject to change and due to weather or other unforeseen circumstances. Anyone looking for updates on the work can visit the Caltrans Quick Map or the Caltrans District 7 Twitter or X account. Also, I want to remind motorists that we will have a lot of crew members and law enforcement officers working in the area, so please follow posted speed limits for everyone's safety. In advance of this project, we've been working closely with stakeholders, including the Office of Mayor Bass, LADOT, LA Metro, and CHP, who are all here today. They continue to be excellent and collaborative local and state partners, and Caltrans is immensely grateful for their support. On that note, I'll go ahead and hand things off to City of LA Deputy Mayor Randall Winston. Thank you.
And thank you for that, John. Good afternoon, Angelinos. I'm Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure Randall Winston for Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. You know, the mayor wanted to make sure that all Angelenos are informed and prepared for the upcoming closures on a portion of the 110 freeway taking place between the 10 interchange and Exposition Boulevard. As you just heard from John here at Caltrans, these closures will impact Angelenos who are driving at night and in the early morning on the 110 near downtown this weekend. So, if you are planning to come downtown on Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night, our message is clear. Plan ahead and follow the guidance on the electronic signs posted on the freeways. Caltrans has already implemented guidance signs that are visible on nearby major highways. Please remember to slow down in construction areas. The city will deploy white glove traffic officers to help guide drivers who have to take a detour onto surface streets. And again, please listen to their directions. I want to thank Caltrans for working closely with the City of Los Angeles and our partners to make sure that Angelenos are prepared for the upcoming closures this weekend, again on a portion of the 110 freeway near downtown. Let me also thank our partners at Metro for their ongoing collaboration. And with that, I'll now introduce our General Manager of the Los Angeles Department of Transportation, Laura Rubio Cornejo. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good afternoon. My name is Laura Rubio Cornejo. I'm the General Manager for the Los Angeles Department of Transportation. This weekend, Caltrans is planning multiple overnight closures on Interstate 110 between the I-10 interchange and Exposition Boulevard, including a complete closure of the freeway in both directions from Saturday night to Sunday morning. LADOT will be deploying our resources to alleviate traffic congestion as best as possible, and we are asking Angelenos to assist us by planning ahead, avoiding the area if possible, and using transit if you cannot avoid the area. However, if you must drive through the area, please keep in mind these alternate routes. Your detours will be as follows. If you are traveling from the 110 northbound to either the 10 east or the 10 west, we ask that you exit the 110 north at Adams Boulevard, take Adams to Hoover, and then enter the 10 east or west via Hoover. For those traveling northbound on the 110 who wish to continue on the 110 north past the closure, you exit the 110 at Adams, take Adams to Figueroa, northbound, then Figueroa to Washington, and re-enter the 110 north at the interchange. For those traveling southbound on the 110, you will be able to connect to the eastbound and westbound 10 freeway via the interchange. However, if you need to continue southbound on the 110 past the closure, we ask that you transfer to the 10 east to exit on Hill Street, take Hill southbound to MLK, and re-enter the 110 south at MLK and Flower. For those traveling from the west side on the 10 eastbound who need to travel to the 110 southbound, exit the 10 east at Hoover, take Hoover south to Jefferson, take Jefferson east to Flower, take Flower Street to Exposition, and enter the 110 South Freeway at Exposition. Lastly, for those traveling from the east side via the 10 westbound who need to transfer to the 110 southbound, please exit at the interchange to Pico, take Pico east to Flower, take Flower southbound to Exposition, and then enter the 110 south at Exposition. I know that this is a lot of information and a lot of information to remember or even jot down. Just rest assured that detours will be marked with signage and clearly posted. LADOT is also deploying almost 100 traffic officers and supervisors throughout the weekend to assist with any traffic detours and alleviate congestion, making sure that our streets remain safe and that ensuring you a smooth travel. Traffic engineers will also be staffing our ADSAC center, continuously monitoring traffic conditions and making adjustments throughout the weekend as needed. That said, we ask that you plan in advance, that you be prepared for and plan for your detours, consider taking transit, and if you choose to drive, please be patient and remember to heed signs and traffic officer instructions. Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce LA Metro Chief Customer Experience Officer, Jennifer Vides. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Vides. I'm Chief Customer Experience Officer for Metro Los Angeles. And as part of our support for this Caltrans operation, Metro would like to encourage everyone to go Metro if you're trying to get across the county and into downtown Los Angeles during these late night closures. So you can use Metro's extensive bus and rail networks throughout the downtown Los Angeles area. Metro rail lines, they operate late into the night with last trips leaving downtown LA between 12:30 and 12:45 a.m. and next day's service starts again at approximately 4 a.m. in downtown LA. Now, available Metro bus lines include Metro Line 45 on Broadway and Line 2 on Alvarado Street, which operate 24 hours in the downtown and central areas of Los Angeles. Our J Line, also known as the Silver Line, is a bus rapid transit that also operates 24 hours, linking the South Bay from the Harbor Gateway Transit Center to downtown LA and El Monte. Check out metro.net for the exact bus schedules as you plan your route. Scheduling your trip on Metro is easy. You can visit metro.net to use our online trip planner, or you can use the Transit app, the Move It app, or Google Maps on your phone. Some Metro bus services throughout downtown will have to detour around the closure, such as the J Line, 910, 510, and the Downtown LA Disneyland 460. So please allow extra time to reach your destination on those bus lines. For those of you using Metro Express lanes this weekend, we are minimizing the impacts as much as we can. The Express Lanes Traffic Management Center will closely monitor traffic conditions in the area through the freeway closure period and will help ensure that the express lanes are fast, reliable, and convenient alternative for the general purpose lanes on the 110 this weekend. Real-time information about express lanes will remain available throughout the weekend and all express lanes pricing signs. Carpools with 2 or more people and Fast Track Flex can travel for free in express lanes. All others can choose to pay the dynamically calculated toll amount. For more information about using express lanes, please visit metroexpresslanes.net. So now to recap. Go Metro if you can. Allow extra time if you're detouring via bus through the closure area, and use our express lane services if you have to commute by car or bus. We've proved previously that we can manage freeway closures effectively in Los Angeles County, and let's do it again this weekend. Now, our next speaker is California Highway Patrol Officer Roberto Gomez.
Good afternoon, Officer Roberto Gomez, California Highway Patrol. It's just more of a reiteration, as our partners here have stated before. I think it's pretty common. Please be patient. Please be aware of those alternate routes before heading out to avoid a distraction while you are on the road trying to navigate through downtown. And of course, if you're able to avoid the area at all costs, even better. But the CHP will be on scene at multiple closure sites, on-ramps, to ensure the safety of motorists and also of the crews working on the freeway. So more than anything, please avoid the distractions, plan ahead, and be safe. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Thank you, everybody, for your remarks in English. I'm going to give them now in Spanish. Mi nombre es Ana Ibarra y soy portavoz de la alcaldesa de Los Ángeles, Karen Bass. Haré comentarios en español para resumir los anuncios que se hicieron en esta conferencia de prensa. Primero, la alcaldesa desea asegurarse que todos los angelinos estén informados y preparados para los próximos cierres en una parte de la autopista 110, que se llevará a cabo en el intercambio de la Interestatal 10 y el Boulevard Exposition. Caltrans demolerá un puente peatonal este fin de semana y deberá reducir la Interestatal 110 en dirección sur a un solo carril durante la noche del viernes 26 de enero. Además, Caltrans cerrará todos los carriles hacia el norte y hacia el sur durante la noche del sábado 27 de enero, desde las 11 de la noche hasta las 8 de la mañana del domingo. Todo el tráfico en la Interestatal 110 durante este periodo tendrá que salir de la autopista. Si debe viajar en la 110 durante los cierres, siga las señales de desvío cuando salga de la autopista. Caltrans está demoliendo el puente peatonal porque ha estado fuera de servicio durante muchos años y es un riesgo para la seguridad. Caltrans le pide al público que recuerde que los horarios están sujetos a cambios debido al clima u otras circunstancias imprevistas. Puede encontrar actualizaciones sobre el trabajo visitando el mapa rápido de Caltrans o la cuenta de Twitter del Distrito 7 de Caltrans. Los cierres afectarán a los angelinos que conducen de noche y temprano en la mañana en la 110 entre el centro de la ciudad y la USC este fin de semana. Si planea venir al centro de la ciudad el viernes por la noche, el sábado por la noche o el domingo por la noche, nuestro mensaje es claro. Planifique con anticipación y siga la guía de los letreros electrónicos colocados en las autopistas. Caltrans ya ha implementado señales de orientación que son visibles en las principales autopistas cercanas. Mantenga una velocidad segura. Si debe viajar en la 110 durante el cierre total el sábado por la noche, el Departamento de Transporte de la ciudad lo dirigirá a los siguientes desvíos. Viajando desde la 110 en dirección norte a la 10 este o la 10 oeste, salga de la 110 norte en el Boulevard Adams, tome Adams hacia Hoover, ingrese a la 10 este u oeste a través de Hoover. Para aquellos que viajan hacia el norte en la 110 y desean continuar por la 110 norte después del cierre, salga de la 110 norte en Adams, tome Adams a Figueroa en dirección norte, de Figueroa a Washington y vuelva a entrar a la 110 norte en el intercambio. Para aquellos que viajan hacia el sur por la 110, podrán conectarse a la autopista 10 en dirección este y oeste a través del intercambio. Sin embargo, si necesita continuar hacia el sur por la 110 más allá del cierre, transfiérase a la 10 este para salir en la calle Hill. Tome Hill hacia el sur en dirección a Martin Luther King, vuelva a ingresar a la 110 sur en Martin Luther King y Flower. Para aquellos que viajan desde el lado oeste en la 10 hacia el este y necesitan hacer un transbordo en la 110 hacia el sur, salga de la 10 este en Hoover, tome Hoover hacia el sur hasta Jefferson, tome Jefferson este para Flower, tome Flower sur hasta la Exposition y entre a la autopista 110 sur en Exposition. Para aquellos que viajan desde el lado este a través de la 10 hacia el oeste y necesitan hacer transbordo a la 110 hacia el sur, salgan en el intercambio hacia Pico, tome Pico este hacia Flower, tome Flower sur a Exposition e ingrese a la 110 sur en Exposition. Es mucha información la que acabo de dar, pero como ya saben y hemos dicho antes, tendremos oficiales indicándole a todos los transeúntes y a las personas en vehículos qué caminos deben tomar. La ciudad está desplegando a casi 100 oficiales y supervisores de tránsito durante todo el fin de semana para dotar de personal a las intersecciones clave y mantener un flujo de tráfico seguro y sin problemas. Los ingenieros de tráfico también están dotando de personal al Centro de Control de Tráfico de la ciudad durante el cierre para revisar y ajustar la sincronización de las señales según sea necesario. La alcaldesa agradece a Caltrans por trabajar en estrecha colaboración con la ciudad de Los Ángeles para asegurarse de que los angelinos estén preparados para los próximos cierres de este fin de semana en una parte de la autopista 110 cerca del centro de la ciudad. También agradecemos a nuestros socios de Metro por su continua colaboración. Y ahora cedo la palabra a José Ubaldo, vocero de Metro.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es José Ubaldo, soy vocero de Metro y estamos aquí para apoyar a esta operación del fin de semana de Caltrans. Queremos pedir a los automovilistas que usen el sistema de transporte público como una de las mejores opciones para transportarse durante esta zona de cierre, especialmente a las personas que viajan de noche o que tienen que trabajar de noche. Los automovilistas pueden utilizar la extensa red de autobuses y trenes del sistema metro en el centro de Los Ángeles. Las líneas de metro que operan a altas horas de la noche, por ejemplo, son los trenes. Los trenes salen de última hora a las 12:30 y 12:45 del centro de Los Ángeles, llegando a su destino más tarde. El servicio del día siguiente de los trenes se inicia a las 4 de la mañana. Las líneas de autobuses disponibles incluyen las líneas 45 en la calle Broadway y la línea 2 en la calle Alvarado, que operan las 24 horas en estas áreas del centro de Los Ángeles. Nuestros autobuses de transporte rápido de la línea J o plateada también operan las 24 horas y unen al área de South Bay del Harbor Gateway Transit Center con el centro de Los Ángeles y El Monte. Pedimos a todas las personas que consulten las páginas de metro.net, para conocer los horarios exactos de los autobuses mientras planifican su ruta. Programar su viaje en metro es muy fácil. Simplemente visite metro.net y use nuestro planificador de viajes en línea. Algunos servicios de autobuses de metro que pasan por el centro de la ciudad se desviarán durante el cierre, como la línea J o plateada, que son número 910 y 950, o la línea 460 que viaja a Disneylandia. Por favor, consideren tiempo adicional para llegar a su destino si usan esta línea de autobuses. Para aquellos de ustedes que utilizan Metro Express Lanes este fin de semana, nos estamos esforzando por minimizar los impactos tanto como sea posible. El Centro de Tráfico de Express Lanes monitorea de cerca las condiciones de tráfico en el área durante el periodo de cierre de la autopista y ayudará a garantizar que los Express Lanes sean una alternativa rápida, confiable y conveniente a los carriles de uso general en la autopista 110 este fin de semana. La información en tiempo real sobre Express Lane permanecerá disponibles durante todo el fin de semana en los carteles de precios de Express Lanes. Los viajes compartidos con 2 o más personas y los que tienen Fast Track Flex pueden viajar gratis en Express Lane. Todos los demás pueden pagar el importe del peaje. Para obtener más información sobre el uso de Express Lane, visite www.metroexpresslanes.net. Viaje en metro, salga un poco antes de tiempo en caso de que su autobús tenga que desviarse en el área del cierre, y utilice nuestros servicios Express Lane si viaje en automóvil o autobús. Hemos demostrado que podemos trasladarnos en forma eficaz aun cuando se cierren las autopistas aquí en el condado de Los Ángeles. Hagámoslo de nuevo este fin de semana. Go Metro. Gracias.
And so we'll take a few questions. Does anybody, have any questions for us? Yeah, go ahead.
Why now the demolition, and why wasn't it done earlier?
John, would you be able to address that?
Basically, this bridge has been there for a while, and then there is some safety concern. However, it's safe to stand there. But then, as you heard, 2020 we had a bridge hit, a crane hit, and then the priority basically jumped because that's how the bridge demolition priority got set. So this is the time to take it down. Thank you.
Will there be a replacement pedestrian bridge built?
Currently not planned at this time because there is other alternatives south of here for pedestrian. And then just like Caltrans endeavoring right now is the complete street and also ATP for the pedestrians. So yeah, we will evaluate it, but currently there is no need.
How long will it take to actually demolish the bridge?
Hopefully Sunday morning, 9 hours. The full span across the freeway will come down and cleaned up, and then motorists will have their lanes back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you actually demolish something like that without doing damage to the rose bed underneath?
In the beginning, after we close around 11 p.m., the crews will start loading the roadway underneath with 2 to 4 feet of dirt. And that's when the loader on top with the jackhammer going to start slowly taking it out. We will take out all the utility or anything inside the bridge first, but then we will start taking down the members. And normally it's a very quick process. We did the same thing with Encino about a year ago. It's been proven that it can come down within 3 to 4 hours, then clean up, then restore the roadway back to the motorist.
What size chunks are we talking? 400 to 600 pounds apiece when knocking it down, breaking it up?
It's not going to be that big because we also segregate the rebars for disposal purposes. So yeah, we will take it down piece by piece, and then there will be loader on the site just separating rebars from the concrete.
Given the age of the structure, do you think it might even go faster?
I think it's going to be the same. These bridges were built between 50s to 60s, 1950s, and they're actually very strong. They were built to even up to current standard. The concrete itself is actually in very good shape. However, this particular bridge, there is some issue with it, but it's actually safe to stand on its own. But then the bridgehead kind of moved the priority to the top. So,
Who's the assigned contractor who's going to do the demolition?
Yeah, Beetle Construction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Thank you.
So that's it. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming.